Have you ever considered how your sexual energy shapes who you are and how you live? Semen retention is an ancient practice found in various spiritual traditions. Historical texts and figures emphasize its importance for physical, mental, and spiritual vitality. This video will explore the 7 essential steps to mastering semen retention and channeling your sexual energy, highlighting its biological, psychological, and spiritual benefits. Step 1. The conscious decision. Choosing to retain semen is a quiet milestone on the personal journey. Like the first step toward climbing a mountain, it requires courage to face initial discomfort and let go of external expectations. The mind is invited to rethink instant pleasures, finding meaning in restraint rather than release. In today's world, we're caught in an endless cycle of instant gratification. Choosing retention is like swimming against the current, resisting the social tide that normalizes the dissipation of energy. Strength lies in this resistance, much like a blade sharpened by friction and discipline. Ancient traditions view this decision as the beginning of an internal alchemy. Semen, regarded as an elixir, is seen as a hidden river of vitality. By choosing retention, the practitioner not only preserves their essence but also plants a seed of transformation, waiting for the right moment to bloom. The dantian, a power center located below the navel, becomes an expanding reservoir of energy. Through retention, one realizes that the body is a temple, and sexual energy is a flame to be nurtured, not squandered. Each day of retention becomes an offering to existence itself, a silent pact with one's higher self. With practice, willpower becomes like a second skin, fitting the practitioner like a sacred garment. However, the real secret lies in remaining conscious throughout the journey. Retention is not a static decision but a choice that must be renewed moment by moment, paving the way for the next stage of awakening. Step 2. Reconditioning habits. Breaking old patterns is like rewriting your personal story, where every decision holds the potential to create a new path. Semen retention requires a subtle yet profound adjustment of both mind and body, aligning desires with purpose. The key lies in replacing automatic behaviors with conscious choices. Constant exposure to digital stimuli trains the brain to seek instant gratification, draining vital energy without reflection. Like a musician tuning their instrument, the practitioner must learn to refine control, recognizing that every impulse is an opportunity for strength rather than dispersion. Exercises such as pelvic floor contractions and scrotal breathing become essential tools for mastering the body. While seemingly physical, these practices are also living metaphors for internal discipline. Each controlled breath is a reminder that true freedom is found through mastery. During this process, the parasympathetic nervous system awakens, like a calming breeze after a storm, promoting deep relaxation. Tension that was once stored within the body finds a gentle release, teaching the practitioner how to rest in control without giving in to compulsion. This marks the beginning of a reconnection with inner serenity. Reconditioning is like rebuilding the foundation of your inner home. With each effort, the practitioner becomes more aware of the energy that was once wasted. As habits evolve, a new identity begins to emerge, paving the way for the next stage of this journey to unfold naturally. Step 3. Physical detoxification. As the body adjusts to semen retention, it undergoes a cleansing process that goes beyond the physical, reaching deeper layers of vital energy. Just as the earth renews itself after a storm, the internal system detoxifies, releasing hidden blockages. The initial discomfort is a sign that transformation is already in motion. In Chinese medicine, this process is seen as the transmutation of semen into Jing, or essential life force. Symptoms like insomnia or irritability are echoes of old energies dissolving. This purification serves both as a test and preparation for the next level of awareness, making the body more receptive to subtle energy flows. Ayurveda views semen retention as a way to strengthen the immune system and nourish the body's deeper tissues. Freed from accumulated toxins, the body begins to operate with a newfound clarity that reflects in overall well-being. Health, in this context, isn't just physical, it's the harmonious expression of body, mind, and spirit. Complementary practices like fasting, saunas, and light exercise can help accelerate detoxification. Like tending to a garden, these rituals must be managed carefully to avoid overloading the system. The body speaks in whispers, and a mindful practitioner learns to listen to its needs. Detoxification is only the beginning of a regenerative cycle. Like a snake shedding its skin, the body renews itself, preparing to channel the newfound energy. Each round of cleansing clears space for increased vitality, setting the stage for the next phase of the journey. Step 4. Increase in vitality. After purification, vital energy bursts forth like a newly discovered spring, bringing with it a renewed sense of vigor. This vitality manifests not only in the body but also in the mind, which awakens with clarity and purpose. What once felt like an internal struggle now becomes a constantly expanding source of power. Semen retention preserves key hormones like testosterone and DHEA, functioning as an internal elixir that supports growth and regeneration. This reservoir of energy can be channeled into creative projects and personal pursuits, transforming scattered desires into concrete, productive actions. Physical and mental strength are the pillars of this phase. Just as an athlete conserves energy for the right moment, the practitioner learns to use their power strategically. Each day becomes an opportunity to hone skills and redirect accumulated energy toward meaningful goals. Staying focused is essential to avoid distractions and energy leaks. Think of energy as a candle flame in the wind, precious and fragile. It must be protected and directed with intention. In this way, the practitioner becomes the conductor of their own inner symphony, aligning thoughts and actions in harmony with their highest purposes. This increase in vitality is not the end of the journey but a bridge to something greater. With body and mind now aligned, the practitioner prepares for a leap in perception, where magnetic presence becomes a natural extension of this process. Every step taken so far is merely an introduction to the next discovery waiting on the horizon. Step 5. Magnetic presence. With energy preserved, a palpable magnetic presence begins to emerge, like an invisible aura that draws attention and sparks curiosity. This presence isn't forced, it's a natural reflection of someone aligned with their essence. The practitioner becomes like a stone that quietly changes the course of a river, radiating confidence without the need for words. The harmony between yin and yang energies creates an inner balance that effortlessly flows outward. Just as the sun and moon share the sky, the individual learns to integrate strength with gentleness, projecting an energy that attracts without trying. This magnetism doesn't seek validation, it simply exists, like a flower blooming regardless of who notices. Attracting attention carries responsibility, requiring wisdom and self-awareness. The practitioner realizes that their energy affects not only themselves but also those around them. Setting clear boundaries and channeling this force toward positive actions is essential to prevent it from becoming a burden. True magnetic presence inspires rather than dominates. Authenticity is the essence of this state. There's no need to prove anything to anyone because existence itself becomes a genuine expression of self. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to share this truth, contributing to collective well-being and strengthening connections with those encountered along the way. This magnetic presence acts as a silent invitation to the next stage of the journey. With accumulated energy now stabilized, the mind opens to intuitive awakening, becoming a channel for expanded perception. The horizon broadens, revealing possibilities that once seemed out of reach. Step 6. Activation of intuition. Intuition awakens like an inner compass, pointing towards subtle truths and revealing paths that were previously hidden. With sexual energy preserved, the practitioner becomes more receptive to synchronicities and signs from the universe. Each noticed coincidence serves as a spark, illuminating the path of inner discovery. Scientific studies suggest that semen contains factors that promote neurogenesis, enhancing the brain's ability to form new connections. This cognitive awakening manifests as clearer thinking and heightened emotional sensitivity, as if the world around is unveiled in a new spectrum of colors and shades. Many practitioners report a deep connection with the energies surrounding them, easily picking up on the emotions and intentions of others. However, intuition must be accompanied by discernment to avoid falling into illusions or misinterpretations. The practitioner learns to balance perception with wisdom, ensuring that insights are processed with clarity. Spiritual guides, whether visible or invisible, may appear during this stage to assist in interpreting intuitive messages and navigating the mysteries that arise. The mind becomes a clear mirror, reflecting insights that connect past, present, and future into a continuous flow of understanding. With intuition activated, the practitioner draws closer to the final phase of the journey, spiritual embodiment. This stage marks the point where energy is not only felt but fully lived in every thought and action. Expanded perception opens the gateway to this next level of development. Step 7. Spiritual embodiment. After 100 days of retention, sexual energy transforms into a spiritual force that permeates every aspect of life. Just as alchemy turns base metals into gold, this practice unites body, mind, and spirit in a harmonious dance. Every breath and thought becomes an expression of higher purpose. The masculine and feminine energies within the individual find balance, creating a symbolic union between Shiva and Shakti. This state awakens a spiritual clarity that guides the practitioner to live with conscious intention. Duality dissolves, revealing life as a continuous journey of deep integration. The practitioner's lifestyle shifts, now guided by elevated values. Fleeting pleasures give way to a genuine desire to serve others and find meaning in every action. Humility becomes a constant companion, reminding the practitioner that true power comes from within, not from external validation. Spiritual embodiment does not mean withdrawing from the world but engaging with it more fully and authentically. The practitioner becomes a channel for transformation, spreading light wherever they go, not as a forceful imposition but as a quiet invitation for others to awaken. Every interaction becomes an opportunity for mutual growth. This embodiment is not the final destination but a new way of walking through life. The journey continues, unfolding in cycles where learning deepens, and purpose is continually renewed. The next step cannot be predicted, but everything up to this point has prepared the practitioner to embrace the unknown with confidence and gratitude. Now that you've learned about the 7 stages of semen retention, think about the impact this practice could have on your health, relationships, and mind. How many times have you unknowingly wasted energy that could have shaped your future? The decision is in your hands: continue the old cycle, or open the doors to a new reality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning practices that can elevate your life to new heights. The transformation you seek begins now.